of 19 alleged text exchanges between him and the studio head, including one where Tyler asks, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex?
Are you jealous?
A person could be a blood. No disrespect. I didn't know a blind person could be a blood. Disrespect no blood. Or have 100 bloods outside, because 100 bloods outside and 100 grape streets outside. That's how we roll in California. I'm clicked up too. Listen,
he would have fired on you.
Listen, if he would have hit me, if Munchie would have hit me, I don't fade.
That's not.
I don't fade, gang.
You would have looked at him like this.
No, I don't catch fades, gang.
You would have laid out that from
I'm saying, listen. By the time I come in physical contact, somebody about to die.
That's that Charleston White shit, bro.
St. Louis.
So basically, you ready to die about this content shit?
Listen, I ain't about content. No, who doing content? I'm GDBD Vice Lord Crip Blood. I'm a.
Who's doing content? This is for all y'all. It's just content. Aunt Hefe. This is for all the, you know, it's a character and all this other shit and content.
Amp him once you up, cause you all right. He did say that.
No, I could amp him up a lot more.
No, but
right.
He did tell
a lot
you
more.
He told you to handle his situation that way, and you was trying to say that he should have. I feel like
I'm not saying
I feel
he
like
should've.
Munchie handled it.
I don't think. No, first of all,
Yo, Remo, you ain't gonna do shit neither, bro. Shut up. Real talk.
If he would have fired off on me the 3D reality, what he gonna do now? He can't see the rest of them coming.
One last thing. Those of y'all talk about I had on the Mexican Jordans. Well, you ain't got to worry about those no more. ICE came to the crib and took them.
Oh, Lord Jamar, it's been like 5 years. Oh, man, it's been a long time. He goes, yeah, it's been a long time.
Wait, so there is not a sellout bone in my body. Sellouts are paid to shut their mouths and not talk that shit.
Talk to you, relate like,
chicken.
like you can't relate.
Then they talk to you with chicken, nigga.
With something, you'll get this. You'll
okay,
get this.
if you got 2 pieces of chicken and they take 1 chicken away,
How much you got?
nigga, that's the most racist shit I've ever heard in my life.
Even watermelons are flat.
That's wild.
Watermelons are flat.
That's
It's like,
insane.
And then he didn't even push back. He didn't go like, yo, what the fuck you?
If someone tried to teach me math with chicken, I'd fight him.
Oh, did
Okay, Tommy has 2 wings. Now, if Jimmy gives him 2 other legs, how many pieces of chicken do you have?
Listen, his gag.
All right, man, let's get it straight into it, man. Peace and blessings to the try. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Remember, they said it, and I'm speaking on it. I am Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching the Telescope channel. So as you can see, man, I put a couple of clips on, you know, just the news feed, what we're going to be covering today. We got, we're going to do a review on the Talking Tough with Stino channel, which is, you know what I'm saying, I got to show some love to his page because he shows some love to mine. And also the content is just good. It's funny. It's entertaining. And, you know, like minds, great minds think alike. You know what I'm saying? He said a couple of points that I really wanted to elaborate on. So we're going to do a review on his video. And we're going to talk about the Godfrey and Lord Jamar back and forth. And also Tyler Perry lawsuit, what's going on with him being sued for 200, I believe, 60 mil or 230 mil, which is crazy. It does sound like a shakedown, and it sounds crazy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people that's coming up with all of these SA charges and stuff like that, I do kind of feel like, in a sense, they are complicit to what's happening to them and to their situation. They are complicit, but when things don't go their way, unfortunately, they file lawsuits to do a shakedown and get some financial gain from it. If they can't get any monetary gain from it willingly, then it seems like they're gonna get monetary gain from it by force. Ironically, it's crazy, but you know, nevertheless, man, we're gonna get straight to this news. Remember, man, they said it, now we're speaking on it. I am Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching the Telescope channel. Telescope, go.
Person could be a blood. No disrespect. I didn't know a blind person could be a blood. Disrespect no blood, or have 100 bloods outside, because 100 bloods outside and 100 grape streets outside. That's how we roll in California. I'm clicked up too. Listen,
he would have fired on you.
Listen, if he would have hit me, if Munchie would have hit me, I don't fade. I don't fucking fade. He hit me, I would have just looked at him.
Firing off on him. No.
Listen,
What I was saying
if he would have fired off on me the 3D reality, what he gonna do now? He can't see the rest of them coming.
No, but that.
Listen, by the time I come in physical contact, somebody about to die. I don't play them kind of games to accept it, right? But after I say I apologize, come to me, I fuck them up. Anybody come now, they want some clout. and I'm gonna send them back to where they come from. They coming back in another body.
I'ma just sit back. I'ma sip yak. And we gonna react, champ.
First thing first, man, just jumping straight off into this review, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Talking Tough with Stino, you feel me? Like and subscribe to his channel. But man, this dude right here, bro, I ain't gonna even must lie, man. Bro gonna get himself hurt. And it sounds like somewhat like he got a death wish, or like he just going to the extreme, and then, you know, he try to plead, and he probably figure he can plead and beg and apologize. But like, some niggas ain't going for the apology, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas not on the internet. Some niggas don't even respect content or care about if you making content or not. And some niggas gonna take it there, you feel me? Especially if you playing with it like that. So we gonna get back straight into this video, you know what I'm saying? And y'all see some other crazy shit that he said throughout the video, but let's get it.
I don't know. You tell me what happened yesterday.
Bro,
it sound like you got the
all
sex
my
ripping
blood
up
on
there.
me.
Listen,
Tripping,
so
bro.
yesterday they got it confused, right? I was talking about some that happened in St. Louis back in the day. We'd say hoover, boot remover, right? But that caused a problem because the way y'all clipped it up and made it like I was disrespecting the Bloods. I can't disrespect the Blood if I'm Blood, right?
There's no
I'm a
more.
Blood.
Yo, no cap. Look, the face that Stino just made is just exactly how I feel. And that's why I say, man, great minds think alike. Cause it's like, bro, how the hell is you saying that you a Blood, but then just the other day you had on all blue rag, all that shit, and saying that you was a Crip, and then you said you was a Hoover. I don't know, man. This nigga really playing with this shit. I ain't gonna cap, bro. This nigga really playing with this shit. And for that to be the motherland out there and y'all boys going for that shit, I don't know, man. Somebody need to put hands on this nigga. Like, just let him know. Be a proper representative of what the hell this shit really is about. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, right now, this shit really watered down, bro. It really is, bro. It's really watered down. So, you know what I'm saying? It's seeming like, bro, just really playing with it for the content. And it's coming off a little, you know, Charleston White-ish. Like, oh, I seen Charleston White go to this screen, diss everybody, and say what he said. So, shit, if he did it, niggas ain't put hands and touch him. You know what I'm saying? People scared of, you know what I'm saying, do time. That's really what it's seeming like. You know what I'm saying? That's really what he think it is. I mean, you know, man, these niggas scared to do time. They ain't trying to get locked up. Niggas ain't trying to really lose their life right now. Niggas ain't trying to be behind bars right now. So I'm finna play with it in any manner that I can. If I can go to the top playing with it, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it seemed like, you know what I'm saying, bro, doing. I ain't gonna lie, but let's get back into this content. Let's go.
Bro is gonna get himself hurt, or is he? My son got the all red on today. Yesterday he had the all blue on. Son playing in y'all face, bro.
Disrespectful phrase you can.
But I'm a Blood though, so they gotta understand. See, California be on some real stuff time. They taking every word serious. What's serious that I'm here to help? That was
Serious.
What's serious that I'm here to help, right? And I'm really a Blood. They don't understand I'm a Blood and I'm a Crip.
So yesterday he was Crip, today he's Blood. Copy.
No. So they be kind of confused on how you gonna be a Blood and a Crip.
You can't play like that.
I'm not playing. Because if I was playing, listen, if I was playing,
blue one day, red one day.
I went to Chicago, GDBD Vice Lord.
See, and this is what I mean. Even homeboy that's Spanish, you know what I'm saying? He said you can't be blue one day and then be red one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas know what's going on. This man know what's going on. He just think that he got all of the sense. You know what I'm saying? And even when he was on that high power shit with them little jitterbugs, like, you know what I'm saying, with Jit and them, I forgot his name. Oh, I think it's Gravedigger Quez and his brother. You know what I'm saying? He was playing with them boys' mental and manipulating them and stuff like that. And it seems as if though he think that he can do that to either grown man or just try to, you know, compilate that and do that off of anybody. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it get like that, bro, a nigga got to be put in place, because at this point, he feel like he bigger than the program. He feel like, okay, I can manipulate these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I heard somebody say, I forgot who exactly who it was, but I heard somebody say, I think it probably was 10 Toes Down. Salute to 10 Toes Down. I've been watching his channel. He been putting out some good content. Y'all go check out his channel. But I think he said, one thing I hate more than a liar is a manipulating liar. You feel me? And that is a fact, bro. If somebody can lie and manipulate you at the same time, they way more vital and way more dangerous than a person that's just a liar. You know what I'm saying? Like, that means that this person can actually convince you, or even think that they can convince you to believe what's going on or what they want you to believe. And this dude is a cold-hearted manipulator. He cold with it, you feel me? But the even more shallow part is that some of the stuff is like, it's like really like grade school stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably getting over on people that's like 14, 17, 18. But like, if you 20 and 20 on up, you know what I'm saying, or 21 on up, not going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that he's saying is like, if you got any type of mind or any type of intellect, you can see straight through the bullshit what he doing. You know what I'm saying? And all of this calling out, oh, I'm BD, GD, Vice Lord, and all of that stuff like that. Like, come on, man. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that he can be saying that he's rival gang members all at the same time, or he Crip, he Blood. It's crazy. You feel me? So we're gonna get back into the content, but y'all drop in the comment and tell me what y'all think about this foolery. You know what I'm saying? Do niggas need to really put hands and feet on this dude, or do motherfuckers like really like just need to let this slide and just stay out of the way? This dude might really be an informant in the police. You know what I'm saying? He might be sick, but how he coming off and how he, you know what I'm saying, talking about, you know, the gang culture and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he playing with it. And my whole take on the situation is, whether you gang banging or not, you know what I'm saying, don't play with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can lose their life. People don't lost their life behind this stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bloodshed has been behind this stuff. It's either you in it, or just like don't even must play with it. Don't even want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not cool at all. You know what I'm saying? It's not funny. You know what I'm saying? So for whatever reason, Adam put him on there. I mean, we already know Adam is a provocateur. Adam is, you know, looking for anything that's going to entice people and quote unquote create content. But every time we seen people come onto this show, it's always ended bad. Whether it's for loose cannon and then, you know, dude getting beat up behind the back of No Jumper, whether it was an almighty suspect and definitive Brandon, which we will talk about as well, because for whatever reason, a side note, Brandon want to keep on making it seem like almighty suspect is in PC. So he says allegedly he's been to the county jail 4 times, so he knows how it goes. Me personally, you know what I'm saying, being incarcerated a couple of times, 4 times to go to the county jail ain't enough, bro. You don't really know the ins and outs. You just really getting your feet wet. So for him to say, you know, dude is in PC is crazy. Also, you know, we seen what happened with that, you know what I'm saying, by Adam bringing definitive Brandon on and letting that go down, and then ultimately firing almighty suspect, which ultimately led to him getting locked up. And then also following up, firing Brandon from what they saying, you know what I'm saying? I guess Brandon has been let go for No Jumper. So we know what Adam is about already. We know his whole spiel, his whole game, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get 4 Extra and King Pill to fight and stuff like that. A lot of this shit boiled down to like some literally slavery shit. If you ever watched the movie Django, look in the movie Django how they have 2 slaves fight each other and they betting on who gonna win or not. That goes way back to slavery time. That's some slavery shit, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, that's not what this video is about. Let's get back into the review. Y'all comment, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notification bell so you can get more videos like this. Appreciate y'all watching. And let's get back into this news, man. Telescope.
They try to kill me. You see, I'm still GDP Vice Lord, right? So I'm in LA, bro. I'm a prophet of God. I don't fear nothing. I came for the streets.
I'm on your side, Unc. Honestly, like,
My son said, I'm in LA. I'm not afraid of nothing. I did the same thing in Chicago. It ended up untouched. This is what I said yesterday about Charleston White. Y'all let these people play, and they say they in character, but in reality, it be truth behind these characters, bro.
No, if a blood disrespect me, the blood's gonna come up, right? Because the blood understands that I'm here to pull wealth back into the trenches, gang.
The S word
I'm here to
is
bring
a bad word.
Gang, I'm here to pull. Listen,
And you know, and
You're
I'm
taking that character too far.
this ain't no character. I'm really blood Crip.
This ain't no character. You heard him. Yo, this ain't no character. It ain't no content. I'm really blood and Crip. In LA, I'm here, and nobody's gonna do nothing about it. That is not content. It should be more of y'all standing up for this shit, because this is y'all culture.
And no lie, he has a point when he says that, you know what I'm saying? Because by being their culture, why aren't they standing up? Why isn't nobody, you know what I'm saying, pressing the issues or pushing the button and green lighting this dude? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? For a Hispanic to automatically be up there and be like, nah, bro, you're not in character. You're taking that character shit too far. And then for him to rebuttal and say, man, this ain't no character. This ain't no character. I'm being for real. And like, okay, so he's letting y'all know that he's not joking. He's dead ass serious about this shit. He's literally playing with it. Why you niggas like Aunt Hefe and all of you niggas ain't really, you know what I'm saying, step to the forefront and put y'all feet down, you know what I'm saying? Like, you niggas supposed to be some stump hard, stump down gorillas, and y'all telling all these jail stories and shit like that. You talking about in real time. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all niggas ain't putting y'all foot down and shit like that? Y'all niggas talking about what y'all did on the main line and all this other shit, but in real time, you know what I'm saying, you niggas ain't doing nothing. And then it all boils down to, nah, man, I gotta keep it professional, man. This is No Jumper and it's all content and people are in character and we acting and, you know, it's just to give people shit. This shit don't be seeming like no act. No cap, this shit don't be seeming like no act, but let's go.
I guess I take it more serious than most of y'all, champ.
Oh, listen, the thing is, why would I disrespect Munchie? Like, I promise. Let me tell you something. Munchie didn't want to sit next to me because he's like, oh, on some gay shit, some fruity shit, but I still have no problem with that because I ain't gay. But okay, you want to run that, but I had no problem with Munchie, gang. Yeah. Me and Munchie would talk about the difference between Bloods in St. Louis and Bloods in California, and the difference between Crips in St. Louis and Crips in California. And I told him, look, I'm a Crip, I'm Hoover, and blase, 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 and everything was good. Yeah. But then he just kept on throwing shots all that fucking day, like, after I said that, like,
And see what I mean? See, right there, he just showed y'all his true hand. He showed y'all what, before he was bluffing, but he showed y'all his true hand, what cards he really holding. He had the issue with Munchie keep on coming at him and, you know what I'm saying that he was, you know, homosexual or whatever the case is, or he you know what I'm saying, he sex playing niggas and he playing, you know what I'm saying, gay games or whatever the case may be. He had an issue with that, you know, so that's why he said what he said about the whole BK and he Hoover BK and all this other stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So bro, what's done in the dark is gonna come to the light. The bullshit and the fluff, it always float to the top. It's gonna come out, you feel me? He's saying that because Munchie B was playing with him and said that he was gay and homosexual, that's why he said what he said about Munchie B and the gang situation. Now, me personally, I ain't never seen nobody really critique or clown Munchie B disability and him not being able to see, besides the people that ain't really have no morale, like Whack 100, and I believe there's one other person that was talking about him. Anybody else had more, like, you know, morality and respect for themselves, and also as well for him. So they never really started talking about Munchie B being blind and making jokes about that. You know what I'm saying? Just as of recently, as Munchie B continues to make himself a content creator and making himself content, people started speaking more loosely on his name and talking about him as a joke. You feel me? And speaking on his disability about him being blind and making jokes about it, like Definitive Brandon. You know, he made a joke like, oh, I don't know if Munchie B can see that. Well, I'm not joking this. And like, you know, making jokes about dude being blind. Now you have 607 Unk making jokes about dude being blind, saying he didn't know that, you know, dude could be a blood if he was blind and all this other shit. It really just seems like dude did this on purpose because he felt the way. So he felt like, oh, well, you gonna call me gay or you gonna say this, that, and the third about me. Okay, well, you fair game now. Everything about you questioning my manhood. Everything about you, I'm finna make content. I'm gonna talk about your disability. I'm gonna talk about your gang and all this. I'm finna play in your face. And I know you can't retaliate because you can't see you have a disability. I'm definitely finna play in your face. So if Munchie B got anybody that's really backing him, that's stumped down about him, you know what I'm saying, 10 toes down about him, he need to have a nigga like, you know what I'm saying, step the dude about this, because this shit sounded like a little too crazy, you feel me? It sounded like he trying to take advantage of dude because he know that dude can't see. If dude could see, I don't think that he would even be playing on dude top like that. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended, I don't think he'd be playing on dude top like that. You openly playing gay games on the internet, so for a nigga to say that you gay, why would you even take that to the extreme and then try to play with his organization or his gang or whatever you want to call it? Why would you take that to the extreme? Because you're not only dissing him, but you dissing the people that's associated with that up under that umbrella. You disrespect the people that's associated with that whole moniker, like that whole little handle. You disrespecting that whole handle, not just Munchie B. And I feel like he understand that, but he putting the weight on Munchie B to do something. And Munchie B is not really in the position to even do anything because obviously dude can't see. So I think Munchie B should kind of like watch how he moving and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Watch what kind of content he putting out and stop letting niggas play with him like that. You know what I'm saying? At this point, like he letting niggas play with him for the bag. You know what I'm saying? And the streets gonna take that as like, you know, man, damn, like this ain't the Munchie B that he used to be. Like niggas kind of like going soft on us. His content got broke going soft on us. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas, like the wolves, will take that shit as like you being a sheep, bro. For real, bro. The wolves will eat that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't, I don't give a fuck if you can see it or not. Like you stand for this shit. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be ready to crash out or die about this shit, drop about this shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even if you swinging in the air or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can hear where this nigga at. You know what I'm saying? Take off. If the nigga get the best of you, you know, we gonna handle up. We gonna send somebody up there that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna make it an even playing field. So, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Munchie B, but I think he just need to watch how he move with this content shit, you know what I'm saying? Because he do still got ties. But nevertheless, man, let's get back into it, man. Let's see what they're saying. Let's go.
He held it to his heart.
Oh, so he did it on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did it.
Yes, he did.
I know. He just admitted to.
After I said it, he kept holding to his heart.
Okay, after. Okay.
Nigga, and I kept on saying, damn, I apologize already. Damn, gang, why you keep on bringing this shit up?
No, but to be fair, I don't really think he did. I think he did for a while. I would say like the next 20 to 30 minutes were a little awkward with Munchie, but then after that, he switched his energy and was trying to be cool. And then you were taking things that he said personally when he wasn't.
No, he left too fast. I'm from St. Louis, gang. Anytime I'm gonna leave that fast without trying to resolve something, gang, it's something.
He always leaves fast.
No, not like that. He left and didn't even speak.
Never
he didn't even say bye, gang. He didn't even look my way.
Oh, he didn't say bye, gang. Champ. When you're in these situations and you're sitting in these places and people are disrespecting you and you're getting money, that means that you're getting money to be disrespected. I hope with the vision that Munchie B has left that he sees this. Facts. It just choose your morality over, you know what? So I don't get in trouble. So I don't violate nobody because I don't know how much of these situations I can take being an active gang member.
What?
So you thought there was gonna be them bees outside waiting on you?
Yeah. No, I don't know what. Listen, I don't know what. Listen, Blood's outside. I've been throwing up blood. I'm getting in the car with him, gang. Yeah. I'm Blood, right? Listen, I'm Blood in LA. I'm Blood in St. Louis. I'm Blood everywhere I go. I bleed the same blood. I'm not scared of the streets, gang. Yeah. They understand. Listen, so streets don't.
Bro, it's nowhere on earth that you're Blood and you wear Crip flags and you wear both flags.
So streets don't understand that, damn, we up here, we on the internet, and internet different than the streets, then there's a problem.
He's right. The internet is different than the streets. I believe people can have back and forths and say certain things. But it's certain things you don't do. I done been back and forth talking, bro. I done had arguments with Spider Loke. I done had arguments with a lot of dudes and never called their whole section or never disrespected everybody. It's always about that person. People use that internet is different than the streets to fool y'all, to let them do what they want to do.
Yeah.
This as well is also a snap of fact. People be using that, oh man, it's just content. Oh man, I'm in character. You know what I'm saying? Charleston White, man, he messed up the game, man. He effed up the game when he came in the game with that, oh man, I'm just in character, man. I don't really feel like this, man. I'm just in character. Man, bro, now you see where this dude is at. It was all about a bag. He was just trying to say that to where he didn't lose money or he didn't lose momentum, to where people would still buy into his gimmick. That way he can still get bookings, he can still get money from City Hall and still, you know what I'm saying, get donations from some of these, you know, political places. But while simultaneously talking about gang and talking about killing black folk and R-word and little kids and little Asian girls and stuff like that. He was saying that it was a character just as a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? It was just for his own personal gain, his own personal monetary gain. And that's what this dude is trying to do. He's trying to be the second one to do it. You feel me? He's trying to follow the same blueprint as Charleston White. I'm telling you now, bro. Something gonna happen to this dude, and then things are gonna change up dramatically. You know what I'm saying? We already seen where beefing online, you know what I'm saying, turns real with the whole Las Vegas situation with the Sin City Manny situation and the Michael Finley, I think his name is Michael Finley or whatever. We already seen what happened with that when striking people channel for no reason goes left and goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? All of the trolling online goes wrong. Wherever that word trolling came from, you know what I'm saying, is, I don't know, it's beyond me, but I feel like people use that, oh, it's content, I'm just trolling. That's an excuse for them to say and do whatever they want. Bro is spot on with that, you know what I'm saying? And I always talk the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that people that see it think the same thing as well, but nobody don't really speak out on it, you know what I'm saying? But people think that because they do something crazy, they be like, oh man, it's just content. Or you do something crazy, oh no, it's just a prank. Or you do something crazy, no bro, I'm just trolling. That's gonna give you a pass. Some people not gonna give you no pass for that shit, you know what I'm saying? The only pass sometimes gonna be for that is bloodshed, you know what I'm saying? Or you gonna have a eye jammy, you know what I'm saying? So all of that trolling and this is a prank, this is content, that's bullshit, man. We gotta move past that, you know what I'm saying? Start having morale when you're making content. Start having, you know what I'm saying, thinking about your decisions before you make content and you get punched in the eye or your nose bleeding and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or you get a broken bone or something like that. Because what's gonna happen is when somebody's bones get broken or their face gets socked out, niggas gonna be like, oh man, he was too serious, and nah bro, I was just trolling, bro, he just took it too serious and this and that. And then niggas gonna be literally pressing charges. Niggas gonna be pressing charges and be saying the streets is a myth, and nah bro, he put his hands on me, I was making content, and now I'm pressing charges. Now you trying to sue and do all these other crazy things. But nevertheless, let's go. That's my little take on it. Let's get back into it.
I don't think he intentionally meant to disrespect.
Why? But it can't.
No, twice did he ask me, what did you say? I gotta repeat it.
What? No. After he said, yo, what did you say? Oh, shit. My fault. I wilded. I didn't even mean that, G's. My bad. Nah. No, you knew what you was doing.
How can I not repeat it? If he asked what I said, even though I knew I fucked up, he asked what I was say, oh, my bad. No, I repeat it and then tell you I apologize. So you can hear me clearly. Yes, I said this. Yes, this is me. But that was a past version of me. That's not who I am now. Right?
For sure you broke it down, man.
That's the thing. So I'm like, let you know, look, gang, in St. Louis, this is what we said. And if he would have hit me in St. Louis, we don't fight, gang. We kill. So I don't know nothing.
So if he would have hit you, you would have bodied him, champ? My son is out there standing on business on y'all soil, champ. He's standing on business 10 toes down on y'all soil, champ.
You've been around Munchie long enough to know, Blind Bro is a blood. You know that, dog.
No, I didn't know.
You might not like be hip to all the work.
Listen, I didn't know. Listen, no disrespect. I didn't know a blind person could be a blood.
Stop the cap.
Yo, I didn't know. Yo, nah, champ. Yeah, champ. Yeah, Unc. And he's not gonna do nothing. That's why you don't let nobody slide, bro. Cause now they by themselves and they in a room full of people that can't do nothing. And he's disrespecting you more, Munchie. He's going in even more. Pause.
What's up, gang? Everybody trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm saying that, okay, you can be connected to a gang. And in California, I know everybody got to be a gang. But for me, I'm like, damn, did I just disrespect him? Or we talk about content. If I thought I was in a room full of bloods, think I would have said that?
No, but I do think it's highly...
Why would you say that anyway? I'm not...
Exactly, Stino. Why would you say that anyway? You know what I'm saying? If motherfuckers got people that done, you know what I'm saying, had motherfuckers knocked down, like you got family members that like blood them and shit, they done been knocked down, cousins, you know what I'm saying, that's done been repping this shit for years, brothers that done been repping this shit for years, females, aunties, all that, you know what I'm saying? These people really have like land ties, soul ties to this gang culture. Yeah, it done blew up around America and it became something big, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's something to be exploited, it's fashion now, you know what I'm saying, to be wearing a red flag or whatever. But in LA, that's the motherland. There's people that really have family members and aunties and uncles and grandparents that done passed away behind this shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's deeper, like it's really soul ties. It's deeper than just like, you know what I'm saying, like rocking a red flag or rocking an orange flag, or rocking a blue flag, you know what I'm saying? People got soul ties to this shit. So for you to be playing with it like that, bro, I really feel like, regardless of whatever, bro, nigga need to go on here. I ain't gonna say nigga need to step on them and smush them, whatever the case may be, but niggas need to actually step to bro and put hands and feet on bro. And I ain't the one that's gonna make that call. I ain't saying I'm making that call, but people need to go ahead and just like go check that before it get too out of hand and other people start playing with it and thinking this is a joke like that. This nigga need to be made an example of, you feel me? Like, all of that goofy shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit, it ain't even funny, you feel me? And then it's like, I can only take so much of this dude in moderation. Like, my brain, I just started losing brain cells just listening to this dude, you feel me? Niggas need to go ahead and check that, make an example out of him, you feel me? Because this is the best time to make an example. Make an example out of him. He with the foolery. It ain't no nigga that's willing to die behind his idiocracy, whatever you want to call it, the redundant stuff that he's doing. It ain't no nigga that's gonna fall behind that and die behind that. He ain't making enough bread and he not that important. So y'all need to go ahead and make an example. Nah, bro, this is the time. You feel me? But nevertheless, man, y'all go check out Talking Tough with Stino if y'all want to see the rest of that video. I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, eat off of bro content too much. And you know what I'm saying, I don't want to keep on playing the whole video over here. Y'all go to his channel and check out some of it. It's clipped up. Y'all seen what it is. I gave my take on it. That's my review to it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation in the comment section. Is this dude wrong? Is Stino wrong? You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the comments. Drop the comments. You know what I'm saying? Whether you agree with me or not. Whether you agree with Stino or you agree with or not. Man, y'all just drop y'all comments and let me know what y'all thinking. You feel me? Make sure you like the video though. I appreciate that. Put me back in the algorithm. I think we shadow banned right now, but put me back in the algorithm. And if you got a channel, it does boost your channel views up. It does bring more people to your channel. People that's, you know, subscribe to me actually see your channel pop up in your algorithm. So, I mean, people that subscribe to me see your channel pop up in their algorithm. So yeah, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you look for more videos like this, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be notified. But on to the next, man. Telescope, go.
I love all y'all. I appreciate the support. There is not a sellout bone in my body. Sellouts are paid to shut their mouths and not talk that shit. Peace. Grand Rising. On this Wisdom Cipher Day, all being born to wisdom. I hope you had a great Juneteenth, as did I. I'm reporting live from my backyard right now. So recently, I went on Vlad TV, and some people were very happy about that. Some people were disappointed. I'm hearing that people made videos, you know, showing their discontent and all of that. You know, all I can say is my obligation is to civilize the uncivilized, okay?
No, brother, just stop it. And also, I'm only gonna jump in this video one time. I'm gonna let it play out, but your obligation is not to civilize the uncivilized. Your obligation is to take care of your family and feed your family as you're doing. We know that's why you did it. You did it for the bread, and you know you might be in a financial bind. You know what I'm saying? But you did it for the bread, and it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? You got the scuffy beard, and you know what I'm saying, the Dollar Tree, you know, shades on and shit like that. You know, it's obvious why you doing it, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? You did it for financial and monetary gain, bro. Just keep it a buck, and the people respect you more for that. You know what I'm saying? All of that, you know, talking about you did it to civilize the uncivilized and all this flat earth shit that you got debunked on, and you know what I'm saying, you ain't have no rebuttal for that. So you lashed out on Godfrey about that. You know, said his boy tried to lace your weed and all of this other crazy ass shit. That's all deflection and bullshit. And this is an FBA brother, so I want to respect him and give him the benefit of the doubt. But you just can't piss on my head and just tell me it's raining. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going for that. And I hope the people not going for that. I believe the people not going for that. And the only person that you really trying to make civilized is yourself. The only person that you're trying to correct uncivilized behavior and make civilized is yourself. You talking about yourself, you self-projecting. But nevertheless, man, let's get back to this content. I'm gonna play it in its entirety. I hope y'all appreciate this content. It's gonna be a kind of lengthy video, not too long, but hope you guys are enjoying. Make sure you hit that like button. I can't stress that enough. Get in the comment section, tell me what you think about this segment of the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get videos like this every time. Remember, man, they said it, not me speaking on it. I am Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching the Telescope channel, man. Telescope, go.
My job is not to preach to the choir. And many times you need to go where the uncivilized people are at. Now, originally, this whole Vlad boycott started because he didn't apologize to Minister Farrakhan. Well, fast forward 5 years later, he's apologized. I know what I said about Mr. Godfrey. And yeah, I guess that looked bad. Me saying that about him and then changing my mind. But guess what? As a grown man, I have the right to change my mind. Once certain information, more information comes into play about certain things that I'm not going to get into the full specifics of, but I have more clarity on the situation as a whole. And that's the decision I decided to do when looking at the big picture. So anyone who's a true supporter of me who actually subscribes to my channel, who actually, donates regularly and gives super chats. If I disappointed you, pardon me. I love you, and pardon me. Anybody else, y'all are just white noise, okay? But love to all of y'all. Yeah, listen, mission was accomplished. We wanted Vlad to apologize, and he apologized, okay? So that being said, we did the boycott on Vlad. Y'all didn't support it. You know what I mean? People were still going up to Vlad. People were still watching his videos. The man got 6.1 million subscribers on YouTube. I have 174,000. I need to go where my message will be proliferated to the masses. I need to be the voice of reason in unreasonable times, and that's what I've chosen to do. So if I've disappointed you, pardon self. But at the end of the day, and I just want to say, anybody that made videos about me trying to, thinking that they were tearing me down to try to build themselves up. Listen, I didn't even give you all the time of day. I've not seen your video, so you didn't touch me, okay? I'm here. This is my backyard, and you're mad. Why don't you make a video from your backyard telling me about how you're mad at me, okay? But listen, I love all y'all. I appreciate the support. There is not a sellout bone in my body. Sellouts are paid to shut their mouths and not talk that shit. And I'm going to always talk that shit. I'm going to always speak the truth as I see it. You might not see it that way, but trust me, I'm going to always speak the truth as I see it, okay? And that's what it is. Peace and love. Y'all have a great day. It's going to be hot today. I'm hopping in that pool. Oh, one last thing. Those of y'all talk about I had on the Mexican Jordans. Well, you ain't got to worry about those no more. Ice came to the crib and took them.
Stop the cap.
Oh, Lord Jamar, it's been like 5 years. Oh, man, it's been a long time. He goes, yeah, it's been a long time.
Wait, so did they never address? He didn't.
No, they did, but it just looked weird when he had to go, yeah. It should have been like to be continued.
Also, the fact
he ended up the evil one.
Because the fact that Vlad said it's been a long time, low-key, that's him stunning him to be like, hey, you're back.
You're back. House Negro, how are you?
Because especially one little clip where you talking about he ran into you, I guess, somewhere, or at Big Boy.
At Big Boys, I was doing an interview with Big Boys in LA, and I came out, and he, because when you go out the door, people are like, other guests are like right there. So I hadn't seen Vlad like 5 years. I was like, oh, what's up? He's like, hey man, we gotta talk. I said, cool. Yeah, dapped him up. He had a little security tube with sunglasses, some dude. So I was like, all right, and that was it. That was all. I said, cool. Because my thing is, I even said, I don't have a problem talking to you, but I'm not going back on the show. It's just, I'm not doing it. That's not, I made my decision, and just the optics would be crazy if I was like, all right, now if that would have been real fucked up. I'd have been like, is you with? Is you ain't my baby? Baby, please don't let me down. You know what I'm saying? A woman is a creature that's always been made. I'd be like, hey, Cam, I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying? Right. But if he would have, if we would have settled it right there in that window, then it would have been different. Like, okay, you showing respect. That's cool, because you had Nick Cannon. You had Nick Cannon apologize when he said stuff about your people, and you're not even a practicing. You're an atheist. But you stood on your, those are my people. So as soon as you insult our people, who you make money off of, right? All of a sudden, now the humanity is gone. We're just there for monetary reasons. You know? So I was like, I had to stand on my morals and go, all right, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But then,
did he ever hit you up or no?
I saw I never got the text. I saw a text. He wants to talk. I don't mind talking to the dude.
Yeah, I don't
hate the dude. I just not doing that.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
So he reached out for you?
What do you say?
So he reached out for you after he saw you at Big Boy?
Yeah, he reached out to me eventually, and I don't think I saw the text. Sometimes
but you also changed your number. So you said you might not have got the
I changed my number. Right. So I could have been
so he chased you down like Lord Jamar chased him
down. Slow down. Hey, baby, you just look at this. Pumps you up to get beat down. So I was like, I said I'll talk to him, but because I hung out with him, I brought him to shows, I've been at his crib, and I just thought, you deal with black women though. You deal with black women and then you treat black men. I don't like that. I don't like when white dudes do that shit. You know, you're gonna you with the women, but you're shitting on the men of that culture. Nah, I don't like the way that
White women do that when they with black men.
Wasn't really gonna cut into this video, but remember, man, they said it. Now we speaking on it, and I just had to, man. It seemed more so like Godfrey more FBA as a Nigerian than Lord Jamar is. And I mean, you can't change lineage, but at the same time, like, Godfrey standing more on business than Lord Jamar is, especially like knowing the history. Come on, bro. Like, just like this man said, just like Godfrey said, he had a major point. They made Nick Cannon publicly humiliate himself and publicly apologize to some type of rabbi, and he didn't even mean what he, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even say anything like, you know what I'm saying, as controversial as Vlad said. Then salute to Godfrey, he had another point. You got a black woman that you dealing with, that you sleeping with every night or you laying up with, and then you disrespect our culture like that. Like, don't be sleeping with our women, but then at the same time, the same turn of a coin, you quick to talk about the men. You know what I'm saying? That's like some bad one shit. Like, that's really like some slavery racist shit. And that just goes to show you, like, it always plays out like that. They be cool with, you know, hitting the black women and getting some black ass, but when it comes down to the men, you know, we looked upon as like we a weapon because of our gun below our legs, or we looked at it as a weapon because our intellectual ability to have key talking points and point out the obvious, what everybody already see but don't speak on, but we the only ones that's brave enough to speak on that. So we looked at as a weapon because of that. We looked at as divisive because of that. And it's not necessarily us being divisive, it's just more so that we speak on things that are blatantly obvious that the rest of the world don't want to speak on, but us as black men are the ones that's being attacked, so we have to speak up on these type of things. And I think Godfrey made a major point. You're laying up with a black woman, but you want to bash black men. That's crazy. That's like some slavery shit. But like I said before, man, this video is not about that. We'll get more into that on the next video. But nevertheless, they said it. I'm speaking on it. Mr. Telescope, you're now watching Telescope channel, man. Telescope, go. Let's get back into this content.
You know, black women.
Yeah, but those are they date the traumatized black folks. The ones that I hate black men. I'm gonna get with these white men. I hate black women. I'm gonna get with the white girl.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they get killed by white women. That's up. Just kidding. Listen.
Once again, man, Godfrey he ain't disappointed yet, man. He's not letting down, and he makes another humongous point, another broad point. You know, people be sleeping with these white men or these white women, saying that they hate black men, they hate black women. Then you wind up, you know, finding their body parts scattered throughout America, or you wind up, you know, white girl going with a black man, say she was cleaning her gun in the bathroom. The gun miraculously, coincidentally goes off, shoots the black man. He's unalive, and the white girl get off free through white privilege. So just points like this is why I really like Godfrey and his stance. Like I said before, that's what made me make the comment that I made before, is Godfrey act like he more FBA than Lord Jamar. And I can't stress it enough that a lot of these people, they lay up with their counterparts, or white counterparts, so to speak, and these people have so much vitriol for you, you know, and if anything, it's more so like they laying up with you as a fetish, like something that, you know what I'm saying, like some type of slavery fetish or something like that, but don't respect you as a human being or don't respect you as a person. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but for the majority, they most are like that. And then they only do it at a certain age, like at a certain age bracket. They won't take you around their families. They maybe do it in their early 20s, maybe even early 30s, late 20s. But when it's time for them to settle down, they go with their people. They build something to build a family with their people. You know, it's a lot of them that are more so ashamed to bring you around their family. They sleep with you in the dark after hours, things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? And they're scared of how people might perceive them in public, so they don't go out in public with you. Or if they do go out in public with you, it's not in the area where they might be seen by people that they know. It's a whole big spiel to what he's saying. I can't really get too into depth into it in this video because the video is already lengthy. But Godfrey has made a lot of bold and major points in this clip, in this segment that I'm showing you guys. So if you want to see more of that, make sure you go to, I believe it's called the Godcast, or just look up Godfrey's podcast and you should be able to find it on YouTube. But this brother is definitely hitting on a lot of points, man. And I hope y'all can pay attention to these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Our black brothers and sisters, pay attention and read the room. You know what I'm saying? It was, and I'm going to close out with this and let the video continue to play. But it was a black brother who was unalived by his significant other. They shared a child and everything, but he was unalived by his white significant other, and her alibi was that she was in the bathroom cleaning her gun. The gun went off, and this brother ultimately lost his life. And then also there was another sister, just speaking for the sisters, so if I'm going to give it from the woman's perspective, there was a sister that met this guy off of a dating app. And, you know, she had jungle fever and she was promiscuous or whatever. I'm guessing she was one of those, you know, 304s or S workers or whatever the case may be. It was supposed to be, you know, monetary gain and a one-night stand, but she met up with this white guy, and dude chopped her up and had her body in almost 7 different states. They just literally found him guilty. This case has been going on for almost 3 years. I believe her name was Shaniqua Brown or something like that. Shaniqua something. I hate to butcher her name, but you guys look into that case. Very important case. It was big. It's been talked about throughout the U.S., but it's things like that that happen to our people, and they just get swept up under the rug. So I'm all for, like, you know, mingling and, you know what I'm saying, being with different races and stuff like that. But you gotta know what people are viewing you as. Some people just view you as a piece of meat and a fetish, something to get their rocks off. And, you know, I want to go back home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was fun at the amusement park, but I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm ready to go back home and go to my comfort zone and relax. And that's how, you know, figuratively speaking, that's how us as black people are looked at. Yeah, it's cool to see the black girls twerk and have a good time. Yeah, it's cool to be with the buff black dude and, you know, have a good time. But when it's time to settle down, I'm ready to go back home. I need something I can bring back home to my family that my family is going to be proud of or not be judging me about. And that's ultimately how I feel like they look at us. But nevertheless, let's get back into this content. Remember, man, they said it, now we speaking on it. I am Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching Telescope Channel. Telescope, go.
Did you watch?
I watched a little of the clip, but, you know,
I watched all the clips.
Oh, you watched them all?
Because it's because it all started when we
pressed him like
when y'all
we were talking about the flat earth. Did you see any of the flat earth shit?
Oh yeah, that was the most hilarious yet sad shit I've seen in an awful long time. Professor Dave.
No. I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy, because I was really worried about bringing Dave on, because there's a white dude, and I really didn't want to put him in a position where, you know, he got spanked by this white dude, because he initially I'm real tight with Chuck Nice, and Chuck Nice does Neil's but we couldn't. Neil was just so busy he couldn't fit it in. And so I knew Dave because I was watching his content, and I was like, all right, let's do this. But I was really worried that they were going to be like, oh, Dante hooked up this white with his, because it could have been. But he jumped out the window so hard, so early, that nobody was like, oh, he's a white. You couldn't even go, he's a white dude. You got like, come on, dog.
But I go, will you debate this dude? He goes, of course I will. I'll debate anybody. He's like, I'm the smartest man in the world. He's like, Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's an actor. He's an actor. SAG card. He's an actor. He has a SAG card. Right?
Does a SAG card immediately invalidate your intelligence?
But Neil deGrasse Tyson is the real deal.
Physics.
Carl Sagan was his mentor, who was an astronomer, please. So he goes out, and so when we brought him on, I didn't know he was gonna say, fuck that motherfucker. I didn't know the dude didn't even get on the screen yet. He's like, man, fuck that motherfucker. Smack the shit out of him. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, we're talking about the shape of the planet.
Yeah, when you this nigga's a thug over shape. That's crazy.
Man, fuck all that geometric shit, son. I don't give a fuck right now.
He's slapping niggas over a square. That's wild.
Don't tell me it's a parallelogram in this bitch. I swear to God, son.
Geometry must have traumatized the fuck out of
you. You know he's lying. So after that,
and let's be honest, the 5%ers, they talk about the roundness, the sphere of the earth, the mathematics of the earth,
piece of the gods and
piece of the gods and earth.
They never say piece of the gods and the flat earth.
Piece of the gods and the flat earth.
And even the minister talks about the earth rotates.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly. He talks about the spherical and the science behind the earth and the rotation of the earth. I've seen those lectures.
Sure.
And What? Like,
wasn't Jamar then embracing? You know, if like what Dante said, you was kind of scared of maybe the optics of where would have, you know, by bringing up, you know, a Dave.
Right. That's why I asked him to ask him if he would debate him. You know, and I thought it would just been an intellectual debate but I also didn't know he's not even a good flat earther. Like you know what I'm saying?
Didn't he embrace two white? This is not no disrespect, but two white boys anyway. Like,
well, that was after he got cooked, right?
Oh, damn.
After he got cooked, he reached out. Either they reached out to him, and then the white boy said, you know, when you explain the flat Earth, you could explain it in the course of a bucket of fried chicken and gravy and mashed. And I'm
Wait, hold on. He used chicken.
A bucket of fried chicken.
That's
a bucket of Kentucky
That's
fried
the most
chicken.
racist analogy.
Because you know what it is? It's white dudes who want to be able to think they need to talk to you, relate like
chicken.
Like you can't
Then
relate.
talk to you with chicken, nigga.
With something you get this.
Yo, okay, if you got 2 pieces of chicken and they take one chicken away,
How much you got?
nigga, that's the most racist shit I've ever heard in my life.
Even watermelons are flat.
That's wild.
Watermelons are flat.
That's
It's like,
insane.
And then he didn't even push back. He didn't go like, yo, the fuck you.
If someone tried to teach me math with chicken, I'd fight him.
Oh, did
okay, Tommy has 2 wings. Now, if Jimmy gives him 2 other legs, how many pieces of chicken do you have?
Listen, his gag.
Legal news and the $260 million sexual assault lawsuit just filed against Tyler Perry. The media mogul calling it a shakedown.
It's really, really unfair.
The suit was filed by actor Derek Dixon, who appeared in 85 episodes of Tyler's drama, The Oval.
I really needed this job.
His filing includes screenshots of 19 alleged text exchanges between him and the studio head, including one where Tyler asks, "What's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex?"
Are you jealous?
The actor alleges in one instance, the 55-year-old forcibly pulled off his clothing and attempted to force himself on him. Also as leverage, the suit alleges Tyler had Derek's character shot, leaving his survival up in the air as a cliffhanger. Tyler's attorney calls the claims fabricated, adding this is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam.
The fact that there's a lawsuit probably means they couldn't agree to a settlement.
I'm at a good place now.
The media mogul, who is worth more than an estimated $1 billion, last publicly dated model and filmmaker Galila Bekele.
This is Galila.
Hi, Galila. How are you?
Very, very, very wonderful, special, beautiful friend of mine.
They were together for more than 10 years and co-parent their 10-year-old son.
He's very special.
So what's going to happen next is Tyler Perry may try to challenge all or some of the claims in the complaint. There's holes in them. In these cases with a celebrity, there's always 2 big battles. One is in the courtroom and one's...
So, man, with this situation right here, man, it's a lot that can't be said, but it's a lot that is able to be said in this situation. It's just like so much stuff has not been revealed yet. So I don't want to just be throwing out no allegations, but for what's already presented to us, it just kind of seems a little bit spooky. It definitely does seem like a shakedown. Like I said at the beginning of the video, a lot of these people were complicit in the acts and the behavior that was going on, but unfortunately and forcibly felt as if though, well, look, if I can't get monetary gain this way, then I'm going to force you to give me monetary gain in another way. And if that causes for me to, have to, get my hands a little bit dirty and whatever, put allegations on you or whatever the case may be, that's what I'm going to do for my livelihood and monetary gain. Now, as you've seen in the clip, which I showed you, which was fair use and educational purposes, they said that the gentleman's character was pretty much shot, and it left his storyline up in the air, like whether it was like on a cliffhanger, whether he was going to come back or not. It never said if he was going to come back or not. And I'm guessing that's where the allegations came from, to like where it's like, okay, how far are you willing to go to get your role? Or, if you want to be back in the show and you want a major role and you want to come back, you might have to do this and that and the third. And they showed the text messages, which were some very compromising text messages, to say the least. Definitely with, the allegations that the gentleman is bringing forward, what people already perceived of Tyler Perry, and then also like what Tyler Perry has given us, like the Madea role and things of that sort, pretty much dressing up in drag. That's really ultimately what it is, because I feel like, honestly, if you're doing that type of role more than once, like this man made a living off of that. He went from being homeless to, I believe he's a billionaire, close to it, but he went from being homeless to dressing up like an elderly, grandmother, as we all called it, Madea, just like everybody else know their grandma as Madea or Granny or something like that. He went from dressing up like, a grandma to being, extremely wealthy and stuff like that. all of this came from, you know, just being a homeless man. And I remember watching his plays as a kid. My cousin, and I'm gonna give my little personal take on this as well too. So one of my favorite cousins, we were really close. She was like my sister, but she was just my cousin. We were just always raised in the same house. And she used to go to the bootleg lady and get these little CDs. That's back when the bootleg lady or the bootleg man used to have like the little photo book with the CDs in it. You could just pick out of the bootlegs, and there you have it. You had I think it's called "If Loving You Is Wrong," If I Can't Find Love, or something like that. It was like some type of play. I believe it was one of his first plays, though. That's when Mr. Brown came into play. Mr. Brown's wife, I think her name is Tamla Mann, and all of these great actors that we know now. But he was doing plays in the house, and my cousin brought back the play, and she was playing it, and it was like, you know, it was funny. The play was funny, you know what I'm saying? Because it was relatable. It was like a breath of fresh air on the scene at that time. And come to find out, nobody never knew at that point in time. I guess to maybe about like the third or the fourth play, then people kind of found out, you know, who it was, because we wasn't really privy to that. That type of lifestyle was kind of like more so hidden, you know what I'm saying? And we were kids watching this shit. Like, it wasn't like out in your face how it is nowadays, like to where kids like, you know, Dwayne Wade's son, Zion Williams, or Zion Wade, or whatever her name is, you know, can, you know, be open and have the type of choice. It wasn't like that back then. It's like you didn't really know that was like the underworld. You didn't really know that type of shit existed. And this play was brought back. My cousin watched it, and come to find out, it was a man that was playing the grandma the whole time. Me and my cousins and, you know, some of the fellas, we thought like that was my age. Some of the fellas that was my cousin that was my age thought that this was a lady, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the older cousins, they already knew it was a damn man. But, you know, some of my cousins that was my age, like around 7 and 6 and shit like that, we thought that was a damn, you know, a grandma. So we used to be laughing at shit, watching it. Fast forward, my cousin got older and she started getting into, like, you know, going to the drag shows and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense why you used to like Madea and watching Tyler Perry and shit like that, you know. And it's a lot of other women that be into going to the drag shows and watching these drag queen shows and stuff like that. But I kind of took that as a revelation, like, oh, that kind of made sense why you liked to watch Tyler Perry and the plays and stuff like that. I mean, like, she was a mega fan. She had all of his plays, and, like, you know, in a sense, it is kind of weird for a woman to be into that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's a lot of women that just like to hang around punks and like to hang around, you know, drag people that dress up in drag. And I don't know, that's their own preference. But nevertheless, to get back on this case, it's crazy that he's being accused of these type of things when actually it's not too crazy, because a lot of people already thought that dude was like that. You know what I'm saying? And what's even more crazy, I think, is you know, the woman that was presented to say, like, he was like, oh yeah, this is a really good friend of mine, but, you know, apparently or allegedly they have a child together, and he was like, oh yeah, this is a really good friend of mine, or whatever. I don't know if she was a surrogate or whatever the case may be with that, but that whole little situation right there within itself is a little spooky. And speaking of Vlad actually uploaded a clip of Lord Jamar. And speaking of Lord Jamar, Vlad uploaded a clip of Lord Jamar back in the day saying, like, you know, well, did he actually sleep with her? Like, you know, is it his kid? Is it, you know, it's a flashback clip, but y'all go check that out too. But yeah, like it was just, I don't know, man. That whole situation is weird. The allegations in the Texas, I mean, the text is just crazy. Like, no, I don't know no heterosexual man that's texting another man that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I will say that. So that's crazy. But also, you know, if the dude is living like that, that's his preference or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like he should be in a Diddy situation where he getting shook down for his bread and stuff like that, because that's literally what they doing to Diddy. They shaking him down for his money, pretty much. Y'all already know the man is a freak. I mean, even this type of stuff ain't come out about Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But still, yeah, y'all shaking this man down for his bread. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? You getting too high up. You can't let you get past a certain amount in finances. So we gonna have this dude shake you down. You know what I'm saying? And that's ultimately what it seems like. That I'm believing that's what it is at this point. And, you know, even if he did approach the dude like that, I kind of think that the dude was a little bit complicit in it. Like, they saying that the dude was staying over Tyler Perry's house. Like, come on, man, who's staying over another man's house, let alone Tyler Perry, bro? You know what I'm saying? If it's not no studio work, y'all not writing no scripts or anything, even that is kind of like a little on the, shaky side. Like, we writing scripts together, we got to be writing around a conglomerate, a bunch of people, like somebody that can vouch for what's going on, or, you know what I'm saying? Butthole safety, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, like, if you delete this man for him trying some crazy stuff, you're gonna need an alibi. You need somebody to say that he tried to come on to you and that's why you did what you did and you reacted the way you reacted. Or if you live in that type of lifestyle and he tried to take it from you, then you're gonna also need an alibi. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, like, shouldn't be sleeping over another man's house. That's weird. And then, like I said, his character was put on the cliffhanger. He got shot. His character fell out. The screen just, cut out from there. And dude probably felt like, well, shit, where I'm gonna get finances from. He probably cut off a lot of roles or whatever the case may be. He probably, didn't take any roles or whatever the case may be just to be in this show. They say he was in like 85 episodes. So it seems like he put a lot into his character into this show. So for him to get cut out or his character be on a cliffhanger, it probably left him in a financial bind or scared to be in a financial bind, and that's probably why he took the actions that he took. And when people do stuff like this, you better believe that they've been setting this up all along. Like, they've been already talking about it, thinking about like, hey man, look, this dude tried to screw me over. You know what I'm saying? I got something in the clutch that's gonna wish that he never did that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like ultimately, like the person that's putting forth these allegations is a dirtbag, scumbag. He's probably somebody that's trying to just, like Tyler said, shake him down for money. And he probably was complicit in some of the actions or the acts that he did with Tyler Perry, if they allegedly did any acts. But, to try to sue somebody for I believe 230 mil, 260 mil is crazy. That's crazy work right there. And it's even more crazier that, you sleeping over another man's house, and it's obvious you never really seen Tyler Perry openly with women. Always gave black women wonderful roles and paid them fairly and stuff like that. Has always been, held as like the hierarchy of black men when it comes to black women, because he makes a lot of his films for black women. A lot of his TV shows are for black women. A lot of his scripts are written for black women. And he definitely does cater to black women. So he's definitely held up in high regards to black women. Not necessarily as much as to black men, you know what I'm saying? I don't think black men really hold Tyler Perry up in high regard as black women do. But if you know what this dude is about and you never seen him with no woman or nothing like that, it's like, why are you spending the night over his crib and stuff like that? Don't try to play the white card or nothing like that. Don't try to play like the innocent card or the naive card you didn't know or nothing like that. You knew what time it was. You knew what you signed up for. You knew what you was getting yourself into. You just wanted some collateral just in case if this dude takes you off of the show or he does something that you don't like, he moves in a funny way that you don't like. And it's probably been rumors that's been going around, saying like, oh man, Tyler might try to sleep with you for a role allegedly, or, Tyler quick to put people off and write them out of the script if he don't like something they did allegedly, you know what I'm saying? So he probably just wanted to have him something like some cushion or something to fall back on, no pun intended. But that's how it's going down right now. When I get some more updates about this, you know what I'm saying, I'll keep y'all informed. But yeah, that's the news for today, man. Salute, peace and blessings to the tribe. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Remember, man, they said it, I'm speaking on it. I am Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching the Telescope channel. Make sure y'all jump in those comments. Let me know what y'all think about this video. I know it's pretty lengthy. Hopefully you made it to the end. And I appreciate you guys watching. For the ones that made it all the way to the end of the video, if you like the video, comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all watching. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, Telescope.